удивительное сочетание точного современного стиля, исследования традициям портновского мастерства, сочетание эргономики и искусственного кроя, фейерверка моды и строгих правил – вот за что мы любим дизайнерский дуэт Дина и Дэна. Кстати, их шоу всегда праздник, ведь мода, по их словам, это удовольствие.
Dsquared was launched as a menswear line. Why menswear in particular?
Well, I think at the time there was a void in the market for men's designers, and we didn't, as we're being tiny, we didn't have many options to wear. So we said, let's just make some clothes for ourselves. If people like it, hooray, we go forward. So that's sort of what happened. It was also less competition in the men market. There was a lot of options for girls. There was no good clothes for guys in starting in 1995, right? So we just had to just make some.
What are the codes of menswear line?
I think the code words we deal with or play with would, definitely be sexy, honest, wearable, understandable, crisp, clean, straightforward lines, not too crazy. I mean, especially for men. I mean, men are men and we like them to look like men. We play a lot with color, I think, Sometimes there's got to be something that's understandable about a garment and then everything else makes sense. Yeah, one thing could speak at a time, maybe if you're wearing an important jacket, maybe you can tone down the rest or take a look in the mirror before you leave. Make sure that everything's in place.
What item from Dsquared is must-have for men wardrobe?
White shirt.
Yes.
and a tuxedo. We'd cut a very nice tuxedo jacket.
Yes.
Jeans, white shirt, and tuxedo jacket.
What is the secret of perfect men's style?
I think to make one statement, when a man is getting dressed, he should have one thing that's speaking louder than the rest, and the other things should be a little bit quieter. I think you should know your body too, what proportions work for you. Fortunately, everything works for us, but
absolutely.
No, we're not that tall, so sometimes longer things can dwarf us, or wider pants can shorten us. So know what your body is and what your limits are, and how that and accentuate the positive.
Few words about new men's collection.
The theme is kind of like a New York artist, a New York studio, kind of maybe through the 80s, coming up from the 70s through the 80s, some artist inspiration. So you'll see a very cool guy in New York City. A lot of color.
Oh, which colors?
Bright colors.
Some
fluorescent colors as well.
Fluorescent colors.
A bit of an 80s mood, some 80s music as well. It's cool, it's sharp, it's strong, it's powerful.
What elements of Dsquared menswear were translated into women's wear line?
Sometimes some themes, that we're working on with a man or working on with a girl, some sort of treatment or some sort of way of cutting, leathers, or, I think really workmanship and construction.
Your shows are always performance.
For us, doing a show is it's entertainment. I think we're creative kind of people that love expressing ourselves fully, and I mean, a show is kind of a show for us. It gives you the 360-degree message, where they are, what kind of music would they be listening to, and it gives you a situation and a place. Paints the picture, and you get a clear message of what we were thinking about, where it was in our heads when we were putting the show together.
What can you wish to Dean and Dan today?
Only that I hope that it all goes well. They seemed very calm backstage, but you know, they work so hard for just 10 minutes. So I hope that these 10 minutes are very good for them.
They always have a sort of a little story to tell with their collections. And another thing is that they're incredibly good craftsmen. They're very, very good at actually making clothes themselves. They've had a lot of experience. So I think all of that, you know, very well-made clothes that make people look good, make people feel sexy. It's quite a recipe.
What do you feel right now? Because fashion show just finished.
Amazing, amazing. It's a great high. I mean, the show was amazing for our point of view. The girls were amazing. There was a great energy. The clothes looked great. The whole thing, when it comes together and you see it, you know, from an idea into a final project, it's amazing. It's a great high. It's great. It's a great emotion.
And what is the mood of the collection?
Well, I think the inspiration comes from iconic artists, and whereas the girls become the art themselves, art in motion. So that means there's a lot of color, shape, volumes, and proportions were the key words to describe this collection.
So, what is the most important of the look for a woman? Dress, shoes, accessories. What do you think?
I think everything. I mean, I think this whole thing is about mixing it all up. I mean, everything is crucial. I mean, the shoe that she teamed with a denim, a slouchy thing, is what's making the contrast of the denim that's kind of masking it to be like a sexy look. So I mean, I think every accessory and every piece of clothing is essential to creating the look. Where it comes in as her boyfriend's eyewear, and it can just give a cool edge to, you know,
exactly.
even if it's a glamorous couture like silhouette.
Когда вы слышите бренд Dsquared, какие у вас ассоциации?
Спорт, хорошее настроение, энергия, и что-то очень жизнерадостное. Наверное, что-то вроде гавайского карнавала, который устраивали Dean и Dan, когда приезжали в Москву, и когда все гости ходили с, не знаю, не помню с чем, с орхидеями на...
С орхидеями, да.
Вот что-то в этом роде.
You have a new boutique in Moscow. What is the concept of this boutique?
Oh, it's a classic Dsquared concept, a little with two new elements that we've copied from our St. Moritz store. It's a Barvika village. It's a beautiful store and a beautiful mall. We're there tomorrow actually doing a small trunk show from the fall-winter collection.
Do you have time for relax?
We try to, but I mean, we love what we do, so it's not really work for us, and we're fortunate to do something that we love and be successful at it. So fashion is not a 9-to-5 job. It's 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
you don't turn your brain off.
The whole year.
And when we're traveling for work, but we're also traveling to deepen our minds, and you see different things and you're excited. To travel. And it just, you know, you see new things, you see new people. Even without knowing it, you're absorbing different things. It's always positive.